Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hey family out there, this is Victor E. Anthony Ezell with Victor E. TV, here talking with my aunt, my mother's sister. And it's always good to try to keep up, get history, and get it from, as we say, from the horse's mouth, so you don't have to say, well, no, that ain't right. I'm getting it from my Aunt Ethel. This is my Aunt Ethel right there. How you doing today? Ethel, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Okay, good. Ethel, she was just telling me about our lineage and what have you, which is really important. I was sitting here thinking about the family lineage, and I was getting it mixed up, and she's helping me straighten that out. Okay, so at least I kind of forgot about, that's my Aunt Marilena, and then my mother, who is Evelyn, and then the third daughter is Ethel. And we get a chance to meet her today, and we're just sitting here chit-chatting, and just as to spur the moment, I figured, let me get this on recording, because, you know, we don't know how long we're going to be here, but at least we can leave something here for the next generation who didn't get a chance to hear this little conversation we're having here today. But you were saying that, now tell me again how you say, okay, let's get everybody's right. Let's see, now which one of y'all is the oldest of the girls? Evelyn, my mother. My mother's the oldest, and then Aunt Marilena. Okay, and
my
brother was named
Low.
Was it short? It was Low short for Lorenzo, or just
Low Phillips?
Low Phillips. Okay, all right. Now tell me some more about. Let's see. Where did you grow up? Where did y'all grow up?
We grew up you know where?
Rising Star Church?
Not Rising Star. Baptist Cluster. Right down the hill from Baptist Cluster.
Okay, now that was your first home. Okay, now you're the youngest. Now, did you go to college? Get a chance to go to college?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you went to college. Now, where did you go to college?
Booker T. Washington Business College in Birmingham.
Okay, Business College. Okay, and I saw some beautiful pictures of you when you were younger around here somewhere. And did I see you somewhere in your wedding dress? Seems like that's what I remember. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's get. You can have. See, I'm gonna come right back there. I'm just gonna get some of these pictures. Yeah. And here's the whole family. That's all the children. Oh, even my kids are in this picture. These are cousins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember we had a Thanksgiving dinner at Sharon's house.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now, just bring us up to date, just to get a little history now. So now you were saying, you did not know my mother's father. Okay, so that's what I think. I think she told me that my her father died like maybe the same month that I was born, so he never got a chance to see me. And now tell me about Aunt Marilena. She married Zachary. Okay, and they
had 3 children. 3 girls, but they're all special needs.
Oh yeah, they're all special needs. That's right. And I ended up actually teaching special needs students. So isn't that interesting?
One passed away.
And one have passed. The other 2 are still
alive.
Wow.
Yeah, they're still alive.
And where are they?
One is with after married Zach married Martha Zachary. After Zach married Martha.
Okay.
Somebody in Martha's family got one of the girls.
Oh, and taking care of them.
They take care of her, and the other one is in Tallahassee. Over there, in a home in Tallahassee. I see her every once in a while. We go over there and just check on her.
Okay. All right. That's great. Okay. Now, so we got Uncle Junior and Melina. Okay. Now, Maria. Where was all of you all grew up in the same house as children? With were y'all raised by Grandma Sally or by Grandma Maddie?
Grandma Sally.
Grandma Sally, which is my mother's grandmother, right? Wait a minute. Grandma Maddie is my
mother's
mother, which makes her my grandmother. But Grandma Sally was my great grandmother. Was my great grandmother.
My grandmother.
Now, well, y'all kind of came up under Grandma Sally. Our great grandmother is the one that raised you, and this is actually the house that Grandma Sally,
Grandma Maddie.
Grandma Maddie built this house.
House built
for Grandma Sally. Because Grandma Sally used to live over by the church, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then when my granddaddy died, then my mother was getting ready to leave here and go to New York. We moved in with you all, and me and my grandmama stayed with you all.
Okay. Wow. Now I'm seeing how families really had to work together to survive back then. Here my mother and my father were doing pretty good, and my mother had to actually bring Ethyl, and her grandmother was Grandma Sally. That's how Grandma Sally ended up in our home. They moved into the home of my dad and my mother. So my mother and father were really kind of taking care of them in our home, and we received the benefits of them being there in the home. But it just lets me know how mature my mother must have been to be able to handle all that. And my dad too. And I guess this is why Ethyl says that my dad was like a father to her. The oldest, she was the one who was helping to take care of them by the means of my father. My father was really a hardworking man, and even till now, he has taken care. He's the last of 8, and he's really been in there having to take care of paperwork and do things. So he's always been a very, very responsible man, and so was my mother. And this just verify some of the things that I'd heard in the past that I didn't quite understand, but to hear it right here, I have a better understanding of what was going on there. Families had to pull together, to work together. So that's
how I had to raising you all.
Okay. Wow. So this is how you were contributing to the household, because you were there living with my mother and my father, and that's how you came into the picture. Now I see, now I understand. Wow, families working together. Okay, so Mother being the oldest, y'all had sort of like a mother-daughter relationship then, didn't y'all? Okay. Okay, because I know you often said that daddy was like a daddy to you, right?
He was always like a daddy.
Yeah, okay. So, let's see. Boy, how things change down through time. They're all gone. And, let's see. What else we want to talk about? Okay, now how many children you have?
Me?
Yes. 4. And name them? Zanny, Jonathan, Larita, and Sharon. Okay. And Larita, I know, is in Atlanta. Sharon's in Opelika or Auburn? Auburn. And Sharon is the youngest. Jonathan's still in Massachusetts. And where is Zanny?
He's in Florida.
Zanny's in Florida. Okay. All right. So, let me see. Now, how many grandchildren do you have? Do you know? Have you counted them?
I think it's about, is it 12, I think? I think it's 12, I believe.
Okay. Okay. Fantastic. Yeah.
I lost count on the great grands.
Oh yeah, dude. I don't even have any grandchildren yet. Okay, so
Great grands.
yeah, you have great grands. Okay,
And
so
they call me, that's what they call me, great grand.
great grand. Okay, great
They were
grandma.
trying to make them call me great grandma.
Uh-huh.
And then, no, that's great grand. So they call me great grand.
Oh, okay, fantastic.
So I
Good.
go, I have no problem with it. They can call me great grand if they want to. That's fine.
Good. Okay, so let's see. So you have two ministers, Zanny and Jonathan, and Loretta. She did what kind of work? She was like police work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And then she did nursing too.
nursing. Okay, and Sharon and I are doing a little. Well, we're looking into working together with special needs students because she has had a lot of experience with that. And I'm a special education major, so we're looking at how can we better provide social activities, I might say, for students with a disability because they want to be included too in doing things in the community and public. So Sharon and I, we're actually working together on some things, coming up with some ideas of things to happen. Okay. So let's see. What else would be a good thing to record? Now, Mother basically was a housewife throughout her career. She worked a couple of jobs, I think, in sewing or something.
She used to sew.
Yeah. My mother used to sew and make all kinds of cakes. So I would call her an entrepreneur today.
Sew and cook.
Sewing and cooking. Yes. Okay. And then brother, Lo, he did what? Lo, he was military?
Yeah, he went in the military.
He's a military. He's also in nursing. He was in nursing. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Ethel, what was the name of his children? Robin, Suzette, and Kenny. Yeah. So we've had a little history lesson here. And you got it straight from Aunt Ethel. Okay. And let's not forget, now your husband, we want to remember Arnold. Yes, Arnold. And we want to remember Zanny. I remember Zanny's.
My first husband.
Your first husband, right? Mm-hmm. He was he Zanny Jr.? No, Zanny Jr. is your son, but he was Zanny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him also. Mm-hmm. Very slightly, very vague, but we want to remember him too. Yeah. And he's when you met Arnold, you all had Sharon.
Yeah.
Sharon.
Yeah.
So
after Arnold and I got married.
Yeah.
And he was so good to my 3 kids.
Yeah.
I told him he deserved one of his own.
Wow.
And I asked him, did he have any kids? And he said no. I said,
wow.
I said, you have any anywhere? He said no. I said, you have anybody claims you got one? He said no. I said, because my baby was like 7 years old, and I wasn't having any more babies. But you were so good to my kids, so I thought you deserved one of your own. So then that's why.
Wow. Now that's a story there. That is really great.
And that's why he ended up with Sharon.
Wow, Sharon, you should feel really, really special there. You got a job to do, baby. Now that's what I mean by getting it from the horse's mouth. That right there means so much.
Now, my first husband was a McNeil.
Yes.
And my first 3 children is by my first husband.
Okay.
One here. Years after that, after I met Arnold, we came down here. Because I met Arnold. Geneva was the reason I met Arnold.
Well, Geneva's my sister. So she brought a little heaven on earth.
Yeah, her best friend, her boyfriend, Roddy.
They were going together then. Okay.
But she wanted to give him a birthday party.
Yeah.
And she couldn't have a birthday party where she lived. So she called me, asked me if she could have a party at my house. A birthday party for Roddy. So I told her, yeah. Okay. So I let her have a party. And Anna came in. He was a DJ. He played the music. And that's how I met him.
The preacher, a DJ.
Yeah.
Hey, God changed his life, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. He was a DJ. And after we got married, and Pastor McNeil, that's the brother to my first husband. He married me and
Oh, okay.
So he was my pastor.
But he was the what now? He was the brother to
my first husband.
Really?
Yeah.
And he married you, so he knew.
He married me, and oh yeah.
Yeah.
And we after we got married,
everything just got better.
Well, but when we got after the party was, he met my kids at the party. And he fell in love with my kids.
Okay.
And he was.
That explains why they love him so much. Yeah.
And he was working for Drake's Cakes. Mm-hmm. He was driving the truck for them.
Yeah.
And he was putting all these cakes and bread and all that stuff in the store. And he started bringing all that stuff to my house to my kids.
Oh yeah. Hey.
And I couldn't afford all that stuff.
Yeah.
And he bought them all that stuff.
Wow. Well, now we've gotten this story. Now, how does that feel to be able to tell your story? You tell your story, and it can be left here for history. Because this is history. This is, the Bible talks about our children are our arrows into the future. Mm-hmm. And sometimes we don't know what happened back there. Like a lot of things I don't know with my mom and stuff, and I just have to kind of talk to like Aunt Ethel and talk to other people that were with her when she was growing up and what have you. And now we have a clearer understanding. When I did the video of my dad, and I didn't know that, he told me about instances where he was on this roof and somebody actually died in his arms. These are kind of stories should be told to our next generation so that we can know, where did we come from? Who do we come from? We came from strong, as you can see, from strong people, and they have given us stories that can help us with our lives. I just wish we had known these things earlier. We could have, maybe we wouldn't have fallen into so many holes. Yeah, but at least we can pass this on to our next generation so they don't have to say I said it. They got it right from Auntie's mouth. And we just love you and just thank you for the life that you have given to us. And this word of truth here just explains the things that we never knew. And so now you get a chance to tell us, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, and children to come. They'll always be able to look back at this video. Take from them, send it to your family, to your sons and daughters, and they'll have it to pass on to their children so they can say, we intimately know our grandma. All right.
My grandma was an angel.
Yeah, Grandma was an angel.
You remember her?
Grandma Maddie?
No, Sally.
Oh, yeah. I remember Grandma Sally. Everybody say Grandma Sally spoiled me. Yeah. She wouldn't let nobody whip me. Her mom got some of them in there, though.
She was an angel.
Yeah, she was an angel. And where is her picture? I'm sure she has a picture on the wall in there somewhere. So we want to make sure we keep passing the history along. And this picture right here, this is Grandma Maddie. This, if I can get that picture right, That's Grandma Maddie. That's my mother, and Ethel's, that's her mother. And this is Lo. That's the brother. Our brother Lorenzo, he's gone on with us. And that's another picture of Grandma Maddie.
That's Grandma Sally right there in that picture right there.
Oh, I can always see. Oh yeah, I got it. Maybe I can get it there and pull it in. And that's my mom and dad. And this is the family that I'm in. There you go. You can see me right there on the end. Okay, that's all 8 of us with the exception of James. And that's Suzette and Kenneth. And I think that's another one right there. Oh, there's Robin and her son.
Yeah, I talked to Robin about a month ago.
Yeah, all right. So they get a chance to reminisce and go back. And every time we come to the house here, the pictures are all up. So we get an instant history lesson as soon as we come. Yeah, that's Arnold right there. That's Arnold and Ethel. Let me see, can I make sure I get this? Yeah, and that's Arnold and Ethel. That's the bride that I was looking for. That's the picture that I keep looking for. Yeah. There's Jonathan. That's my boy Jonathan. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna have to turn this way, make sure I'm getting these pictures. Yeah. But what I'll do is I'll just take pictures of them and I'll put them in this video. Okay. Well, family out there, I hope you've enjoyed this little slice of history with Aunt Ethel. And as I always end my videos, may you all have peace.